Hello and welcome, sweet friends, once again to my channel, Crafting with me, Indiana Jones, and I hope you are ready for spring wherever you are. Today, I'm so excited to collaborate once again with my friends Monica of Up All Night DIY and Shabby Meets Bling as we bring you Hearts and Flowers, a spring medley to get you inspired. So let's get started. My first project is going to be a spring wreath, and I am using this wonderful grapevine wreath that I bought at Hobby Lobby when it was 90% off, so it cost only $1.99. I had this little heart from last year from Dollar Tree, so I don't know if they still have it, but I mean, look how perfect this heart is going to go with this wreath. I don't know exactly how I'm going to use it, but we shall see. Now, these beautiful florals are from Temu. I know people have different ideas about Temu, but I'll tell you one thing. I love purchasing my florals from Temu, and I actually had gotten these last year, and they were around less than $2 for each one of those little bunches. These roses, I believe, are also from Temu. I think there were a little more, but look at how gorgeous. They have this velvety feel to them that is just spectacular, and I just love the natural look. So this is going to be very like shabby chic and spring and Easter, and you know, I think you can transition this wreath. Look at me, I don't know what to do with the heart. Doesn't that happen to you? Like different things that you want to add to your wreath and you don't know how you're going to add it, and you just like, oh my gosh. So anyway, I said, okay, forget the heart for now. Let's continue with the wreath. Again, I love this wreath because I can have it up for Valentine's Day with the heart. I can take the heart off and add something else for Easter. Maybe I'll do that in another video. And just with these beautiful florals, I can have it up all springtime. And I don't know about you, but I am so happy that spring is here. Spring in South Florida is so nice. It's one of the nicest seasons, as well as, winter too, I know. But just, I love the florals and I love the greenery coming back and everything. So I'm so excited. Now, what am I going to do with the heart? What am I going to do with the heart? I didn't know. And then I finally decided to add some florals to the heart as well. I've pretty much finished with my wreath here, and all I'm doing is adding more and more florals. Now, you'll notice I didn't glue in things because that's how I roll. I don't like to glue things in and make them permanent. But especially because I am in South Florida, if I put this on my front door with the hot glue, it will melt. Eventually, it will melt because every wreath that I've done that to melts. And more than likely, I'm going to put this, closer to Easter and stuff, because, again, because of the hot sun, it also fades out all the colors. So here I'm just using the roses, the ranunculus, I think they're called. The ridiculous ranunculus. Anyway, and just adding all of these Dollar Tree florals. I am adding those, I don't know what they're called. They look like lavender, but I love these. And because they're so long, what I usually try to do is cut them in half and then trim them so it looks like the ends, and it works just fine. Again, combining your florals, more expensive florals with inexpensive florals makes such a difference. And again, I apologize. I did not realize that this was out of focus a little bit because I raised the camera up. But all I'm doing here is adding this little vine. It has like little green leaves on it. And I'm so sorry, it's out of focus a little bit. But all I'm doing is adding that heart, and see how easy it is that I can, oh, and there comes a cat. Because what's crafting without a cat walking in the middle of what you're doing? So I'm adding this beautiful burlap lace ribbon. As you can see, I didn't try to make it like too pink or too, green. I left the bottom ribbon pretty neutral, and I do add another pink ribbon on top, and I can change it out if I want to, but I think I'm going to leave it in because it matches so perfectly with the roses. And I made a simple bow. I'm very simple. I'm very bow challenged, so I made a very simple bow, and I'm just going to add it with the chenille stems. And there you have it. Even just like this with the neutral bow, I think it looks lovely. Because everything was like white and pink and purple, I wanted to keep the bow kind of neutral. And then at the last minute, I changed my mind and added a pink bow. Because, that happens. You put it up and you're like, wait, I want to add some more color. And I think it looks so lovely, so shabby chic, that even if you wanted to keep it with the heart all year long, you can put this on your bedroom door or bathroom door, And I just think it is so, so lovely. I hope you like it too. I'm using some Dollar Tree products, which I already had in my stash, namely that styrofoam circle and all of these circles. So this is like a orb wreath, a wreath orb, a wreath form, an orb form. It's an orb. That's what I call it, or a sphere. And yes, I got that from Dollar Tree. I am not trying to buy more things from Dollar Tree, nor am I promoting you to buy things that you don't need. But if you have some kind of special celebration, this is a very cool idea for a centerpiece or just a decor item. Now, of course, I am taking, because I didn't have green foam, I didn't go out and bought green foam. I just painted my foam green. And I think it's just as useful. Now, I took the orb and I wrapped it in this wonderful vine, again, that I had stashed from last year's spring. And I think I got that at Hobby Lobby. Now, Hobby Lobby sometimes has things on sale at 40% off, especially the greenery. You've got to pick your battles over there. Or you got to buy greenery and florals for 40% off, or ribbons for 40% off. You know, it's always like that. And 2 little kitty cat ears. Now, look at this, people. What is this mysterious thing that looks like catnip but is not catnip? It's called moss. And I could not convince my cats soon enough that this is not catnip. It is moss. And they just were like, oh my gosh, like strung up little junkies. I'm sorry. I have little junkie catnip cats. I don't know if we can use that on YouTube. I'll find out soon enough. Anyway, just talking. Anyway, here I am using these beautiful blue hydrangeas. I'm going to use, I think those are poppies, those peachy poppies, and those periwinkle blue hydrangeas. And I think it just makes a beautiful combination. And again, I am so sorry if the camera looks a little out of focus. I think it's because I had so many things that were high and low and it was just confused. Now I'm adding these very pale pink little roses and some more white hydrangeas just to add more pops of colors. I always choose 3 colors more or less that I'm going to use, because sometimes it looks fabulous if you use all the colors that you want to. Other times it's very nice to just have 3 basic colors. And here I am just finishing it up, and you'll see it all put together in the end reveal, but I think it's great for any kind of centerpiece in the springtime. Well, now we need some more hearts, don't you think? I had this beautiful golden glittery heart left over from my Queen of Hearts decor during Christmas at the Deering Estate. So I decided to kind of upcycle it for spring. And I'm not saying you can't be all glittery and sparkly for spring, but I wanted to create a wrought iron heart. So all I did is I went outside after I sanded off all the glitter and I sprayed it down in this very deep brown color. Now I'm adding some touches of black, and additionally I wanted to add some rust. So what I'm doing here is just dotting different places with some Mod Podge, and then yes, I'm sprinkling cinnamon. And this is old cinnamon. It's been sitting in my cabinet for a year at least. So yeah, I think it's perfect use for old cinnamon is this, to make it look like rust. Then to add another additional, and I did add, some more touches of brown after the rust. And then to add a little bit of moss, kind of like that verdigris, or I think it's called verdigris, I added this beautiful blue-green color in certain locations so that it would look like, it's like copper that's been, I don't know, rusted out and now it's all bluish. I just love this. And I hope this helps you add some of your Christmas decorations that you might have left over. This might be something cool to do. Now, I don't know why I didn't just take it apart, because later on I found out that the 2 parts of the hearts, if you heat them up with a heat gun very lightly, they will pretty much unglue themselves and come apart. So here, all I decided to do was stick some of these flowers. Oh, by the way, if you're enjoying this so far, please consider subscribing. I love that my YouTube family has reached 20,000 subscribers, and to thank you all, I have a little announcement at the end of this video. So here, once again, what I did with this wrought iron heart was I also painted it like a faded white, or a faded white and gray, just to give it a different look from the other one. And initially I had put this red rose with this pink rose, but you'll see later on in the final reveal, I do change the color of the roses to make it a little more springy. So this again is another wonderful way to use hearts in your decor, and this is something that you can have all year long. It doesn't have to be Valentine's Day. You can even use it for Christmas as it comes along the bend. So there you have two little hearts, one with the caged roses and the other one with the roses on the outside, and I think they're both just lovely. And again, I can use them in my wreaths, and I can even put them in a bowl and display them all year, not just for Valentine's Day. So I hope you include a little bit of love in your spring decor this year. The joys of crafting. I have to tell you a story about this last project. Here I'm just taking a Dollar Tree styrofoam ball, and they usually come packed 3 in a pack for $1.25, which is a great price. And once again, I'm painting it because I want it to be green, because now I'm going to cover it in moss. This moss the cats weren't that interested in, but yes, I just covered it in this very green leafy moss. And you'll see what I'm going to do with this next. Is it going to be a topiary? No, but it is going to be a very special floral arrangement that I think is pretty cool, especially for Valentine's Day coming up, or for any kind of baby showers or anything else. Yes, I burnt myself with that hot glue, and it doesn't matter. I'm still like on the warm glue, just pushing that moss in so it'll stay in my design here. Now I'm taking 3 branches from outside, just outside my front door. I'm sure you can find some branches. I have to tell you, I filmed the first version of this project, and for whatever reasons the files became corrupted, so I had to do it again, which is fine because I loved this project. So you'll see 2 versions in the end reveal. So what I'm doing here is taking some branches that are more or less the same height and the same width, and I'm gluing them together. Yes, I know you can tie them together like this, but I decided to glue them first because I didn't trust myself with the tying and the knotting and all that stuff. Next, I'm just, wrapping this wonderful green, it's not yarn, I guess it's, oh my goodness, I forgot the name of it. I know. It's twine. It's like really thick twine. It's not rope. It's not yarn, but it's very thick green twine, which I thought was perfect for this. Now I'm taking my little moss ball and I'm going to add it to the top. And this makes for such a beautiful rustic little arrangement. If you're having any kind of event, graduations, baby showers, bridal showers, even for weddings, if you're gonna have a nice rustic wedding, this is so economical. It's even cheaper than buying mason jars. It's, I don't know, more eclectic, more modern. I love it. I think it came out really pretty, but you'll see at the end, you'll see. So once I have my 3 sticks arranged properly, and I have balanced that little moss ball at the top, now I'm going to start my floral arrangements. And again, you can use fake flowers. You can also try this with real florals. You do have to, I don't know, it's a different process. So if you're up for it, I can try to do it with real flowers. But just the fact that you can make this with fake flowers and make it look so elegant, so it's just, kind of funky, kind of boho, kind of shabby chic, kind of rustic. I love it. So just fill in, and once again, just pick out like 3 colors, and it's that mauve color, a little bit of pink and a little bit of white, and it just works out so well. Now again, you'll see 2 different versions of this arrangement in my final reveal. And for this arrangement, I did have to use the back of a paintbrush simply to make it easier for me to place some of the flowers into the arrangement. Once again, I had such a ball making this. I didn't mind making it twice. So I hope you're inspired, and I hope that you find a way to add a little touch of spring to your home decor. Thanks again for stopping by, and thank you so much to my sweet dear friends Monica of Up All Night DIY and Dawn of Shabby Meets Bling, not only for being an inspiration and especially for bringing us together for this spring medley, but also for being such wonderful, true, sweet friends. Please visit their channels and enjoy their wonderful creativity. Thank you. I just reached 20,000 subscribers. To really thank you, I'm going to share some of my craft stash with you. That's right. Some really nice, fun stuff that you will receive. Remember to follow all of these instructions, and please, only continental US residents. I can't ship it internationally. So please join me as we celebrate 20,000 subscribers. And you know, as I always say, stay safe, be kind, God bless each and every one of you, and remember to live the adventure and join my adventure and subscribe for more fun.